Well, sanctions on Russia are being felt there, but indirectly they're being felt here too, because you may have noticed that fuel's going up, and energy prices look set to do the same. And that's all to do with Russia's position as one of the world's biggest suppliers of oil. Vincent McAviney joins us now. Vincent, what's been going on here?
Well, the first thing viewers need to understand about the price of oil is that it affects the price of everything. We use oil not just for fuel, for transporting goods and people, but in the manufacturing of many, many products. So the higher the oil price, the higher the cost of everything that we're buying. Now, the price is all about supply and demand. So since we've been coming out of the pandemic last summer, manufacturing countries have been raising their output, but the prices continue to go up to really high levels. Now, many nations, including the UK and the US, have been putting pressure on the likes of Russia and Saudi Arabia to ramp up production, but there's accusations that they've been artificially inflating that price to make more money from all of us. So on the 23rd of February, the day before the invasion, the price was right up there at $96.84 just for one barrel. Now, that was deemed too high already, and it was bringing about the cost of living crisis. So since the invasion, because of worries over supply disruption, it's gone up even higher. Earlier today, $139.13 a barrel. That's the highest level since 2008, and they don't think it's going to stop. So JP Morgan, one of the world's biggest banks, has said it could hit $185 a barrel later this year, which would bring about a global recession. Now, the markets have been reacting today, but for people out there watching this, they will see in the next few days the hit at the petrol pumps, because both diesel and petrol are going to be going up.
Stopped buying Russian oil and gas, which is what America hopes, lights would go out in Europe. NATO members account for about half of Russia's oil and gas exports. It would be catastrophic. We are not even close to being ready to weaning ourselves off Russian oil and gas.
Right, so there's a dilemma here, isn't there? Because we're seeing these prices going up and we know it's going to hit us in the pocket, but also many countries still buying Russian oil and gas. So what do we do?
Well, the US is looking at blocking all imports of Russian oil and gas to stop the war fund for President Putin. But in the last decade, they've become incredibly energy independent, doing things like fracking, and it accounts for less than 10% of their supply. But here in Europe, it is much, much bigger. And as we heard there in that clip, it would have a huge effect. So the decision now for leaders in the West is it worth us all taking the hit to hit Putin's war chest?